Greetings, Guardians of Dominion. Zeus here with another electrifying video. Today, we're tackling a question that's been haunting the arena lately: is the Undead team really worth it? With Corvus leading the charge, Lyria shaking up the meta, and Keira back from the dead, this team looks unstoppable. But is it all just hype? If you are thinking about building the Undead team, this breakdown will give you the answers you need. Let's dive into the graveyard and find out what's truly hiding beneath the surface. The Undead team, most popularly comprised of Corvus, Lyria, Keira, Morrigan, and either another support such as Nebula or another healer such as Dorian, is one of the most popular tested lines as of July 2025 due to the release of Lyria in May 2025. It has certainly proven itself to be a terrifying offensive superpower, as well as being an exceptional team on defense lines in most game modes in Hero Wars Dominion era. But is it actually worth investing in the full Undead team? For players in the beginning to intermediate stages, where you have a limited number of heroes available, I would recommend holding off on focusing on building the Undead team. One of the most efficient strategies in the starting stages is to invest and build one hero at a time, instead of spreading your resources throughout a spread of heroes. This is a mistake made by many players and is usually regretted at later parts of the game. The pros of building the heroes with the Undead trait are that you will have a main tank in Corvus, a main damage dealer in Keira, a solid support option in Lyria, and an exceptional physical attacker and Rufus counter in Morrigan. Notice how we have not mentioned Phobos so far. Phobos does provide a decent value in the early game, but it dies out quickly if you do not invest heavily into him. He is really not that good, as although he has pretty good skills, he is quite difficult to use. And there are many better options such as Dorian, Sebastian or Nebula, and other healers. If you are a beginner and are wanting to invest in the Undead team, I would say to dump resources into Keira first, and then focus on either a tank or healer. It all depends on if you are a free-to-play or a pay-to-win, as it is crucial to manage your resources thoughtfully, especially in the early game when such resources are scarce. Note that everybody has a different play style, and although there are many strategies involved, you should have fun and do what you want to do. I am just giving you tips that will help you in the long run. For more advanced players who have most of the key heroes developed, you will probably already have most of the Undead heroes developed, as they are key heroes in Arena, Grand Arena, Guild War and many other game modes. When this is the case, the Undead team is extremely powerful in a variety of situations, whether you are on defense facing a heavy DPS line or on offense trying to rank up in the arena. Let's start with Corvus. His Strike of the Damned weakens the enemy front lines, reducing armor, magic defense and dodge. This skill can scale with the number of Undead allies on the team, proving why it is very beneficial to pair him with Morrigan, Lyria, and Keira. This skill is extremely good at allowing Keira to get through the front lines and to kill tanks. And not only is this skill a defense reduction, it also boosts ally strength, adding physical and magic damage, which is crucial for amplifying Keira's physical output. And it does not stop there. Even if you do not decide to put Corvus with the rest of the Undead heroes, he is still a top-tier tank used by many players as their main tank and frontline supporter. Morrigan provides great value to the Undead team. Her army of Graven summons up to 6 skeletons which can serve as extra protection for the rest of the team, but can also have the potential to do a good amount of physical attack when boosted by other heroes. Her bone armor also provides a large armor and magic defense buff as well as healing undead allies, which is a key component of the Undead team. Since her arrival in the Dominion, Lyria has completely reinvented the meta lines in Hero Wars. Her most popular skill, Shackles of Doom, is the most meta-breaking, as it can reduce a high amount of dodge, making dodge users such as Aurora and Dante less useful. Not only is Lyria an offensive potential, she has key support stats such as her Bond of Alliance skill, which bonds Lyria to the highest physical attacker, usually Keira, giving both vampirism and a physical attack buff. Lyria also has tank-level health, which is cool to see on a support hero, showing how she can provide a great alternative to Corvus, or be a secondary tank if Corvus dies on the battlefield. With the update before Lyria's release, Keira became fully undead, allowing her to benefit from buffs from Corvus, Morrigan, and Lyria. When used and paired correctly, Keira has the potential to be a nightmare for opponents to face, taking down teams with ease as well as having good survivability to do serious damage. Lyria has proven herself to be meta-breaking within the last 2 months, and her presence is extremely popular, and many players now use her. Phobos is a hero who is extremely situational, but sometimes can be useful, although there are better options to boost your undead team even further. His Trembling Hands ability reduces enemy physical attack, and is pretty effective against any physical attacker. Although he has some benefits at higher levels of gameplay, he is widely replaced by support heroes such as Sebastian or healers like Dorian. My main point here is that these heroes are extremely beneficial to use together and can give you an extreme advantage against opponents, but do not hinder yourself by always using Corvus, Lyria, Keira and Morrigan together all the time. Many of these heroes work well in other lines. And there you have it, Guardians of Dominion. We explored the true potential of the Undead team, from Corvus's powerful debuffs and frontline disruption, to Lyria's meta-defining support, to Keira's deadly damage and Morrigan's skeletal reinforcements. While Phobos may not be a core pick in most lineups, the rest of the team brings undeniable synergy when used strategically. If you're just starting out, focus on developing one hero at a time, and Keira is a great place to begin. But for veteran players with a more complete roster, the Undead team can dominate both offense and defense when played wisely. What do you think? Is the Undead team part of your winning lineup, or do you have your own deadly combo that's flying under the radar? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear your take. If you found this video helpful or learned something new, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a breakdown, strategy guide, or meta update. Salute and friendship, keep building smart, battling strong, and always stay one step ahead in the arena.